Now that we've added our NP36 to our BakPak account and we've already discovered our devices on the network, we're going to go through device priorities and alerts. Now, when you first do a device discovery, you have the option for setting up your device priorities. However, when you also go to your troubleshooting and reporting, you have your device priorities option right here as well. So if you click on your device priorities, you can see that the devices that currently are part of the high priority devices, these are devices that you will immediately receive alerts for if something goes offline. These are your core parts of your network, so your package devices will automatically by default be set to high priority because this is the backbone of your network. Now, if you want to make any changes or to add any additional devices to the high priority, you can just click on the device and it'll make that addition to the high priority device section. So you'll notice in unmonitored devices, if I click on the cogwheel, these are my unmonitored devices. So as far as the unmonitored are concerned, these are devices that you will not receive any alerts for. So they're there as far as knowing they're on the network, but you're not going to receive any alerts regarding them. Now for your IoT and your wireless devices, if you have any connected here, what will happen is you're not going to receive alerts regarding these devices constantly, but you will receive an alert if they're off for a day and up to a week. So you'll have the option to make that selection so that you're not constantly getting notifications of any device going offline, even if it is a wireless or an IoT device. For the medium and low priority devices, you will make your necessary selections based on the importance of those devices on the network. So if there are some devices that you don't need to constantly be receiving updates for, then you may have them in the medium and low. Maybe you have some devices in the unmonitored that you'd prefer to have in the medium or low so that you do receive some sort of notification if they do go offline, just not an immediate notification. So if we wanted to add any additional ones, for instance, to the medium priority devices, we can select your HP printer, maybe your Samsung, click on Save and Exit. So now you'll see on the right hand side, you see the total number of devices in these groups. And you'll notice that the unmonitored devices initially said 6 and now there's 4. The reason for that is because we added 2 of them to the medium priority. So again, you don't have to keep these devices in their initial group categories. You can actually change the priority depending on the importance of your devices on the network. Now, when we go to our alerts, if we go back to troubleshooting and reporting, this is where we can see our alert settings. We will click on the alert setting option, which is this icon here. By default, you already have your high priority devices set in here. Now remember I told you that your high priority devices, you will receive immediate alerts if they go offline or online. This is where that alert is set up by default. So this is your default alert. If you wanted to edit that, you can just click on the name and you can see what settings you have here. So if you wanted to add a phone number, you can add a phone number to receive a text message. You can make your provider selection. Whoever's phone number or cell phone number it is, you can label it so that you're able to identify whose number belongs to what technician. And you can add more than one email address here as well. And for your BakPak alerts, this is for receiving alerts through your BakPak notification on your app, whether it's an iOS or an Android device. When you have your BakPak app, you can receive your notification there regarding devices going online or offline. So you'll notice here, these are all the high priority devices that are currently selected. And if you wanted to add additional device to this alert, you can do so just by selecting the device and then you can just create. So I'm going to cancel out of this for the moment, and if we wanted to create another one, we can create one here. I'm just going to use my email address again. And then I don't want to receive the BakPak alerts. So you can still also repeat your offline message. And this is where you have your IoT and wireless devices. So if you did have IoT and wireless devices in that priority group, you can select if you want to be notified if it's been offline for a day, 2 days, 3 days, up to a week. So if you make your selection for your additional devices to create alerts, so I'm going to put my third-party alerts. I'm going to click on Create. Okay, so now that I've created my second alert, I have my defaults, which is the high priority devices, and then I have my third party alerts, which is the one I just created. I added 3 third party devices to it. I did not want to receive a text message or my BakPak app notification. I just wanted an email if they go offline. It's going to repeat that notification one time and it's enabled. If you want to disable it, you can disable the option here, and that way the alert is created but you will not receive them until you enable it. Let's recap. We went through your troubleshooting and reporting section, your device priorities. You have your high priority devices for the core network devices, so your package devices, again, they're set there by default. You have your medium and low priority devices, which you can receive alerts for. However, you're not going to receive them as often. You have your Iot and wireless devices. These are based on your own alert settings. So if you want to receive a notification if they're offline for anywhere between 1 day to a week, you can do so. And then you have your unmonitored devices. These are devices that you're not going to receive alerts for. They will not affect the health of your network. Your network will still show healthy even if they are not online. Now, if we go to the troubleshooting and reporting, we also went through the alert settings. Again, we know that we have the default setting here. This is for your high priority alerts. And then we created one for our third-party devices that we had on the network. Thank you.